Hello, everybody. This is Leo Brady, your host from AMovieGuy.com. I am incredibly excited to be sitting here with somebody who I think does not need my introduction. He is a platinum artist. He is a movie star. We are here today to talk about his excellent new film, 1992. This is the star of movies such as Fast and the Furious and the Transformers series. Everybody say hello to Tyrese Gibson.
What's happening?
So, okay, first of all, I wanted to say, I'm not going to ask you a question. I just have to tell you that you and I share the same birthday. We are both born on December 30th.
Wow.
And we share that birthday with names like LeBron James,
Yes.
Tiger Woods,
Yes.
Sandy Koufax,
Yes.
Andra Day,
I'll give you another one.
okay?
Layla Ali.
Ali, yes, a whole collection of people.
Yeah.
What is it about this day? What is it about Capricorns that
What
we...
year were you born?
1984.
84. I was born in 78.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know why this day is so special, but it's special.
Yeah.
I mean, you just mentioned two specific athletes that can't really be compared to anything or anybody, Tiger Woods and LeBron James.
Right.
I mean, I almost wish Kobe Bryant's birthday was December.
I know.
You know what I mean? Because he's also that rare air.
Yes.
But Denzel Washington is a Capricorn. Lee Daniels is a Capricorn. My brother Barris over here is a Capricorn. Dr. Martin Luther King was a Capricorn.
Yep.
There's some real Capricorns out here that's really out here doing it.
Something special about
Something
that.
very special about us.
Awesome. Well, and
We
you...
are very misunderstood at the same time, but
Yeah, and I heard you say that we're lovers. I very much agreed with that.
We are lovers. We are definitely lovers. Empaths. There's only so many sociopath Capricorns that will hurt you and not literally be able to, like, why would you do that? Without them going, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Versus, why did you do that? Why did I do what? That's not how we function. We feel everything. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely. And usually my first question when I get started with these interviews...
Was Jesus a Capricorn?
There you go.
Wow!
Even better.
December 25th. Hey! The man that y'all all love and worship and look up to, y'all and me.
Exactly.
Jesus.
So usually I like to ask sort of an icebreaker question and get to know like sort of how you got into doing the acting that you do. Now, can you tell me sort of what was a movie that you saw or a movie that comes to mind or even a memorable moment with movies that made you say, I want to be an actor? It's usually a tough one.
No, it's not for me. Reuben Hurricane Carter, Denzel Washington.
Awesome.
Capricorn.
Another, yes, awesome. Great movie too.
Yeah, that movie changed my life. So I don't want to give a long. There is a very long version of this story, but I'm gonna give you the short version. Basically, John Singleton, rest in peace to that king. Like most of the people that he loved and believed in, because we all know each other now. Ice Cube, Tupac, everyone tells this story about John Singleton basically pursuing them, like stalking them almost.
Yeah. Because
he's seen something in them, believed in them, and he was able to talk people into doing things. And he did it in such a way that was like, damn, I told this motherfucker no for 7 years and now I'm on a movie set. This is crazy. And so he did that to Ice Cube, he did it to me, he did it to all kind of folks, whether you were just an actor or you were a musician of some sort, rapper, singer. But you know, Ludacris' first movie was Too Fast. My first movie was Baby Boy. So he's just got John Singleton. rest in peace again, is what I would consider the kindergarten Head Start teacher of filmmakers.
Yeah.
Because you can't just look at all of the people who made who made debuts in this film.
Right.
You had to look at them making a debut in the film and then not being able to notice that it was their first film.
Yeah.
Like, nobody looked at us and said, that was your first movie. I can tell you were absolute shit in that movie.
Yeah.
You can't say that about Ice Cube.
Right.
And Boys in the Hood. You can't say that about me and Baby Boy.
Yeah. Well, I was going to
You can't say it about Taraji. You
Right.
can't say it about, I mean, it's John Singleton had a way of getting you to understand what you needed to say and do and how you need to convey these feelings and emotions and sentiments in movies. And he's doing this with people that have never acted in their life.
Right.
And I was one of them. My first movie was Baby Boy, ever.
Yeah.
Second movie was Too Fast, Too Furious. People don't know this. John Singleton got me my first job. And then when Vin Diesel dropped off of the first Fast and the Furious and didn't do the second one,
Yep.
I got the gig because of Baby Boy, and they asked me in the meeting, hey man, what you think about John Singleton? I was like, what do you mean? And I literally went on and on and on and on talking about John, not thinking on any level that I could ever say even anything remotely that can get this man a job. But they hired him because I pitched and sold the shit out of him in my meeting.
Yeah.
So we went from he got me on for movie number one, and then I got him on for Too Fast, Too Furious, because they had all kind of other people in mind. I was like, nah, man, he does action, he did The Shaft, he did blah, 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 blah. He killed his movie. And he did Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah.
Roman Pierce
The man.
gave birth to Roman Pierce and Tej. Roman and Tej happened because of John Cena.
That's awesome. Well, and Baby Boy's also coming up on its like 25-year anniversary too, which is such an amazing thing to even think about. That film, at the moment, it probably was either misunderstood or maybe not as viewed as Singleton's greatest work. But I think now,
It wasn't misunderstood.
Well, but I think today it's been a lot of people have seen that movie and they love it and appreciate it more
I'm a
now.
straight shooter. It wasn't misunderstood.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Tyrese and Snoop Dogg?
Right.
We not movie stars.
Right.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
They put us both on the movie poster. Nobody's going to the movies to see these fucking singers and rappers act in a movie.
Right.
That's what happened.
Well, and I think that's
So it bombed in the box office.
yeah.
It's a classic now.
Yeah.
Shawshank Redemption bombed in the box office too.
Right.
Do your research.
Yeah.
Right? So not every movie does well in the box office. Not everybody, sometimes it's timing, sometimes it's politics, sometimes it's what's going on in the world.
Right.
Sometimes I would have been ready to see a movie about prison if there wasn't a documentary that just came out all about prisons. Now I don't want to see, nothing's got to do with a movie about prison. So Shawshank bombed.
Right.
It's all in timing.
Yeah.
That's like trying to release a movie the week that there was a failed attempt assassination on Donald Trump.
Right.
Who's going to the movies to watch a movie about an assassination when it just almost happened to Donald Trump?
Yeah.
So it's all in timing. Otherwise, if you're not a movie star, then you ain't gonna put no asses in the seats. Me and Snoop Dogg was a rapper and a singer that was acting in the movie, and no one gave a fuck about no baby or a boy.
1992, it's a dramatic heist film set during the LA uprising after the Rodney King verdict. Tell me sort of just how you got brought onto this project and, what sort of, made you gravitate to it, but also a chance to be working with Scott Eastwood again had to be something that was fun for you at that point.
Well, 1992 for me was something that I actually lived and experienced because I was living in Watts in South Central LA. And I remember the smells, I remember the trauma, I remember the fear, I remember how scared I and we were, because it's already enough it's like a boilerplate living in the hood, because so many people are like, oh, you selling dope, you drinking, you smoking, you drunk driving, you're shooting, stealing, robbing, doing bad things. That's why bad things happen to bad people. But what about all the innocent people that live in the hood They get shot and killed because they just so happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Those are always the saddest funerals. If you're a Crip and you get killed by a Blood, then, you know, hey, you kind of signed up for that life. It's sad. You thought that you're wearing blue or wearing red was going to keep you safe and protected for the rest of your life, and then it happens.
Right.
But like me, I never bang. I never Crip, never Blood, never sold dope. I'm from South Central LA. I've never claimed to be anything but me. As a matter of fact, when I discovered that I had a love for sports, I played every sport imaginable. And then one day I seen a dude sing the national anthem, and it was over for me. It's like, what's that job? Running up and down playing basketball is hurting my knees. Shit, who's the guy over there holding the mic saying, whoa, shit, can you see? You know, so yeah, my life, and then, you know, you gotta imagine through my lens, everything about singing while being in the ghetto and being in the hood is like soft.
Yeah.
You know, like, man, take your singing ass from up out of here. Like, it was crazy. So, never wanted to act, never wanted to do anything that has to do with entertainment. I knew, everyone always told me, and I knew I was special, but there was a lot of people in the hood that was funny as hell, charm, charisma, gift of the gab, good energy, handsome, fly, whatever that might be. Doesn't mean you're gonna be successful, and it doesn't mean that you're gonna live.
Right, right.
It doesn't mean that you could take any of your gifts and talents and actually do something or become something. I know singers right now that will literally sing 50 circles around me, went to school, got college degrees, and you know, I know a dude right now with a PhD in music, he's never even got a fucking record deal.
Right.
So when God's got his hands on you and you are literally set up for success through the lens of God, he's like, okay, you're gonna go through these things. You're gonna be born in these rooms and environments. You're gonna go through these traumatic situations if that's your story, but that has nothing to do with what I am going to do for your overall life. And you may not see it right now, but you're going through all of this stuff because it's developing life and character and characteristics inside of you to help set you up for ultimately what you're going to become.
Before we close out,
yeah, so 1992 basically was not a movie. It was very real for me.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I want people to know is that there was not a lot of money in this for me. There was not anything, like at the time of my career, I could say like, oh, you know, this person in the cast, this director, this and that, you know, and you could have agents and managers that can fuck up something.
right.
Because they'll say, it's starring who, and it's what, and how much are they paying you? When I tell you all of the boxes that can make me say no, piss them all off,
Yeah.
when I said yes, including I had to go all the way to Bulgaria while in the middle of working on an album
Right.
with a very aggressive deadline.
Yep.
I said Ariel Roman, who did the Iceman,
Yep.
duh.
Yep.
Ray Liotta, duh. Scott Eastwood, no problem. I've done like 4 or 5 projects with him. We're good.
Yep.
Scott Eastwood was actually staying at my house when I got the call from Ariel Roman about 1992. Like staying at my house for 2 weeks filming a movie in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then when I got off the call with Ariel, who I'd never heard of in my life,
Right.
I said, hey man, you ever heard of Ariel Roman? He was watching TV, pressed pause, and was like, what? Fucking Ariel Roman is a fucking giant. He's insane as a filmmaker. You ever see The Iceman? I said, no. He said, dude, he's like up there, like Martin Scorsese, like bro, he doesn't even yell action and check the gate to move on to a next scene until he kills it and pulls performances out of everybody. I'm like, damn. So then my brain went, where is he from? He's like, oh, he's Israeli, from Israel. It's like, well, how the fuck is he gonna direct a movie about South Central LA?
Right.
And guess what he did?
Knocked it out of the park.
Hit that thing so far out the park, it's unbelievable.
Awesome. All right, last question before I let you go.
The most diverse film in the history of South Central LA film. You have never seen this many white people starring in a film from South Central LA. Do your research. Colors, Menace to Society, Set It Off, Baby Boy, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, Straight Outta Compton, the TV show called Snowfall.
Yep.
No white people. The only white people you see in these movies are movies. They're playing police officers doing really bad things to black and brown people. This is a heist film. They break into a warehouse while the whole world was burning from the 1992 Rodney King verdict. When them white police officers got off and the whole city burned down, they said, we're gonna take advantage of the fact that all of these police officers are distracted from the whole city burning down. These crazy people decided to go break into a warehouse and steal $50 million worth of platinum bars. So I don't want y'all to think y'all going to go watch another civil rights movie about black people being mad and rebelling and wanting to steal some shit because of the way we being treated and all the above, which is a very, very sensitive topic. This is a movies movie.
Yeah.
And you would agree, right?
100%. It's absolutely thrilling.
Now these are your followers. You would not say this.
Exactly. Well, and that leads me to my last question here. You played really some memorable characters. Obviously, the ones that come to mind are Jodie Summers, Roman in Fast and Furious, and now Mercer, this character of Mercer in 1992. Of those three characters, which one would you say you're the most proud of? Or is it just
Mercer.
a simple answer of all three?
Mercer.
Yeah. A lot of depth to that character.
Mercer.
I love it. All right.
Nothing has done more for my life than the Fast and Furious on a global stage. And my mother, rest in peace, gave birth to a little black boy in Watts, South Central LA, Martin Luther King Hospital, on a birthday that I think we're both familiar with, December 30th. And who would ever think that I have films that are translated in over 200 languages around the world, and that I'm gonna live and die no time soon. I won't be able to meet all the fans and supporters around the world of my music or my movies. That is a little overwhelming at times to think about. And before we go, I have to tell y'all something that I think is very important to me. There's a producer. Some of you young people watching this, when this person was doing the biggest hit records in the entire universe, this was before the internet. This was before you had a camera on your iPhone and before you could tweet or Instagram or TikTok. There's a legendary music producer named David Foster.
Multiple Grammy winner.
He has got 17 Grammys, been nominated probably 47 times, Oscars, sold every record imaginable. Doesn't have to work another day in his life. He's done really well for himself. His name is David Foster. What if I told you that David Foster just executive produced my overall brand new album entitled Beautiful Pain? What does that mean? That means that Lil Tay Tay, your favorite rapper, Lil JJ, Lil May May, Lil Say Say, they are all gonna get a little uncomfortable with the fact that live strings and live instrumentation, they're gonna get a little comfortable when they come home and they just upload their favorite TikTok video, and then they're gonna come home and see their mom and daddy slow dancing in the living room. Let me give you an example. Keep rolling. Hey, Barris, do me a favor. Knock at the door real quick, okay? You're gonna be the teenager coming home from school, okay? Okay? This is gonna be mommy and daddy in the living room slow dancing. You ready? Here we go. Come on in, Johnny. Go on in there. Go start your homework. Food is on the table. I love you. Hey, when is the last time you heard an album that had, baby, when's the last time you did this? Oh my God, you are so beautiful. I just fell in love with you all over again. Looking at their wife in their eyes. It's grown ass music right here. Now listen, you might be 7 years old, and your mama and daddy told you that they are not having no more kids. Your mama will be pregnant soon. The album is called Beautiful Pain. And guess what, boys and girls? This is not an album for you. It's got people on there like Kenny G and El DeBarge. You've never heard of them. It's okay. It's got people on there like Kim Burrell, Tamar Braxton, who is the sister of Tony Braxton. No, you've never heard of her. There's live instrumentation. There's a full album with 20 songs on it, and at no point, which is gonna really be boring to you, at no point are you gonna hear a song come on and you're gonna be able to go, You ain't gonna be able to do none of this to this album. And you're gonna be wondering, why is your mama and your daddy slow dancing? See, when you're grown and when you're an adult and you're married, there's no condoms in your house. And that's how kids are created. You think your brothers and sisters is in that house because your mama and your daddy who are married had condoms in them? No, you don't do that when you get married. You wear condoms when you're having sex with complete strangers. There is about to be a baby boom, a post-pandemic baby boom. And Beautiful Pain is going to be responsible for that. This is grown music for people that are dating in relationships. People are going to be getting on their knees and proposing. People are going to say, what are we fighting about, man? Why are we arguing? We've been arguing about this issue for the last 6 months. I ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. And then this Beautiful Pain album becomes the soundtrack to your life.
Awesome.
They will get married again. And they will slow dance. When's the last time you danced and looked down at your feet? And look at that. Hey! You see that? You know what I'm talking about. You better go ahead then. 1992 and Beautiful Pain are both dropping Friday, August 30th on the same day. You can only order Beautiful Pain at Tyrese.tv. Now, I know all of you youngsters feel uncomfortable about some of the stuff I'm saying, but let me wrap this up for you because I do want you to feel a part of this. You just recently had bad grades. You just got a fight in school. You just disrespected your mom and your dad and pissed them off. You want to make your mama happy? They've never even heard of Shopify. Because they old, like me. Go online to Tyrese.tv and order the Beautiful Pain double album. It comes as a vinyl. It's not anything that you can stream. It's a vinyl. 2 vinyls. If you order that double vinyl for your mom, they may not even know the album is coming out. You can get D's, C's and D's on your next 3 report cards. And your mama is gonna be like, oh, I'm mad at this report card. But you bought me this goddamn Beautiful Pain album and now I'm pregnant, so I cannot. Look, they're gonna be walking around the house. Oh, I can't stand your ass.
An endorsement like that has to be celebrated. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyrese Gibson, thank you so much